Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Azure services. So this is the first session of Azure. So in this session we will discuss about how to create virtual machines on Azure. So once you get created the account on Azure, we need to create a resource group. So resource group is nothing but it's a location where your VM storage network everything should be stored. So in AWS we will call it as a uh, regions availability zones, right? Same here, resource groups. So if we start virtual machines, so it will be asked to create a first resource group. So we can do it from here, or if you have already resource created, you can do it create from here resource group. So resource groups are logically collection of virtual machines, storage account, virtual network, web apps, databases, and database services. Typically, user will relate it to resource for an application divided into groups for production and non-production deployments. So we can create a VM in multiple ways, like using CLI, using Portal and PowerShell and ARM templates also. Currently, this time we are going to use a Portal. Next time I'll show you like a CLI and PowerShell and ARM templates, and I'll show you create a VM in Linux and Windows as well. So in this session, we will discuss about Linux VM creation. So you need to click virtual machines. This is the PowerShell. If you want Cloud Shell, you can create from VM from here also. So once that is done, you need to create virtual machine. It will take time. So in the subscription, like you just need to free account or pay as you go. You need to select that one and create resources. If you have already resource groups created, you can select this option. Currently, I don't have any resource group, so you just need to create a resource group. You need to provide the resource group name. I'm giving the resource group name as BC Reddy DevOps. Now you have to select this BC Reddy DevOps and virtual machine name. You just need to provide the virtual machine name like machine name is BC Reddy. Otherwise, my Ubuntu VM. A region means you just need to provide the region, which region this VM need to be deployed, like US East. And availability option, you just need to available option, no interface redundancy required, or physically separated resource with the Azure region or anything. Okay. And image, which image you need, either Ubuntu or Windows or Oracle DBN, whichever your requirement according to you need to do that one. I'm just selecting Ubuntu TLS Gen 1 and Azure Spot instance not required and size of the image. Okay, you need to select the size, how much CPU, how much RAM you need. So in this case, I'm giving B to general purpose, two CPUs, 4 GB RAM. This I'm just need to selecting. Just select that one and authenticate how you are going to be connected, either SSH keys or password. So this time I'm going to use password. So you just need to provide your username and password of your VM. So I'm just giving my username password. My username I'm giving BC Reddy. And password I'm giving my own password. Password should be at least 12 to 72 characters long. So I have provided my password. Now public inbounded port. I just need to allow 22 and HTTPS. Next, you need to select a disk. So how much disk locally redundant based on your requirement, you just need to select that one. Best for production and performance sensitive standard web server logical enterprise. Okay, SSD, standard SSD. It's up to your wish, depends on your requirement. And SSE encryption type. Based on that, you just need to select option and data disks. If you want, you can provide. Otherwise, you can go to next networking. It by default it should be default networks only. I don't provide anything. Subnet and public IPs. If you have your own network, you need to deploy. That time you need to select subnet and public IPs. In VPCs like virtual private network, right? VPC and subnet, route tables, everything same like here only. So subnet under public IP, it depends. And ports, these are my ports. And accelerate networking, load balancing. If you want, you can do that one. Then management, Azure Center. I'm going with the default only. NMA, Azure AD, auto scaling backup, guest OS updates, everything. Advanced, you just need to cloud data center and host group, VM migration Gen 1, tags. So tags you can give your reference name, anything, name. Uh, if everything it is done, it will be ask the tags. So we can able to see everything information here. So once that is done, you just need to create option. Validation is passed. It we can able to see here initializing deployment, submitting deployment, deployment progress. We can see here. So resource group connection ID. It should be created deployment details like virtual network, IP address, network storage groups. So even if you go to portal, we can able to see here create a virtual machine in Azure Linux, sign in Azure Linux portal and type virtual machines under services select virtual machines. Same here services select virtual machines. So step by step it is clearly mentioned. The basic tab project details. So make sure project details like subscription. Then you have to provide all these details and connectivity. How you are going to be connected, either key pair or password. In this case, we are going to password. If you want, you can do select public SSH key, username, and generate public resource keys, key pair name. You need to give. Otherwise, you need to allow selected ports. And once that is done, I will get public IP, copy that public IP and connect wherever your PEM file is there, right? You need to go and connect that one. Install web server. So clearly they have mentioned the steps. So let's check what is the status. Deployment still in progress. So deployment is success. Okay, if you go to resources, this is my VM. Mm, and if you just here option is coming like connect. Just need to connect to SHS. If you have SHS, we don't provide the SHS connectivity, right? We are connected to username and password. You just go back, take the public IP, and we need to connected with username and password. This is the public IP and operating type and computer name, resources. If you want to see resources, you just need to go here. This is the resource group. My resource group is BC Ready DevOps. Under this one, you can see the deployments. Currently, only one deployment VM virtual VM created. And if you go home, virtual machines. So here it is showing our virtual machine. So resource group name, location, and status is running. Operating system Linux size. Now I'm taking this IP. I'm copying that IP. User is Ubuntu. Yes. Password, I'm giving my password. Sorry, I need to wrong username. Just set this misreading. This is the user I have provided, right? So I just need to provide user. Now I'm able to into virtual machine, Ubuntu machine. Now just sudo update, sudo apt update -y. So it will be updated the packages. So Ubuntu, the package name is apt. If it is a Red Hat, it should be M. Now by default, it should be installed Git whenever we have created. Then Git is installed Java. Let me check the Java installed or not. Java hyphen version. Java is not there currently. So if you want to install Java, you just need to install apt-get install Java. Otherwise, it will be giving the related information -y. Now Java is installed. Let's check the Java version. Java is installed on this machine. Let's install Apache Web Server, Nginx Server. So just do apt install Apache 2 or apt get install -y nginx sudo apt get install Apache 2-y. This Apache is working on port 80, so we can able to access using that port. Now this is running. If you want to check, you can take the public IP. Just take, I didn't copy it properly. Just copy this one, paste. If you want to give port 80, otherwise it will be picked. See, Apache homepage is coming. If you want to install Nginx, you just need to install Nginx as well. Um, so this is like this. You can able to create virtual machines in Azure, and you can install the basic required things. So once your work is done, you just need to delete the resource. You just need to stop the instance and delete option. It will come. And if you want to install resource group, you just need to go to resources groups, and you just need to enter into resource group, and here delete option it will come. It will ask you the resource group name. Once you have provided, and delete option it will come. That's all about in this session. We will see how to create a VM in using AWS CLI and PowerShell ARM templates next sessions. Thanks for watching. Bye.